If you are tired of the same old anime battleground and clicker simulator, then this is for sure the game for you. Yo, what is up, Finesse Squad? It's your main man, KiddStan. Today we're back with another Finesse Kid video, and today we're going to be looking at a new anime game under development called Anime Verse. Now, typically I'm not like a huge fan of doing videos on games under development. I haven't even done a Relseas video yet, but more recently I did one on a My Hero game, and today I'm going to be doing one on this game because this game really caught my attention just by the unique approach that they've been having towards their game design. Now, like I said, you know, it feels like every anime game that we've received recently, or every anime game that's been under development, has been some type of battlegrounds game, some quote-unquote ABA killer, some freaking, I don't know, anime, what is it, anime dimensions, anime champions, freaking remake on a new map and stuff like that. So when I saw that this game was a anime cross game but very unique and different from the other ones, it definitely caught my attention. Now this game's actually going to be a Jrpg. It's an anime Jrpg. If you don't know what a Jrpg is, think of something like like Persona 5 or something like Dragon Quest, or like the new One Piece game that recently came out. So the idea is that you have like a party or some type of lineup, and you are having like turn-based combat. So I wouldn't say it's anything similar like the Pokemon anime game that we've seen recently, because that's more of like a capture and train and level up type of thing, where this seems more like a obtain units and actually use those lineups and units against other lineups. So I'm really excited to see what this game has to offer. But before we break down, if you guys could do me a huge favor, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and hit this video with a like no jutsu. But with that being said, let's get right into it. All right, so this footage is not my footage. This is Dormy, I guess, on YouTube. This is an Anime Verse sneak. You know, credit to him. If you know you care to see more stuff, go subscribe to that guy. All right, but first things first, you can see here is we got the lineup, bro. We got the freaking lineup, and I want to point this out just because of the fact that you know your boy, like, at first I was like, okay, this might be like kind of like similar to that one Pokemon anime game, but I found out that it's not, because it's not turn-based. Like it is turn-based, but it's not like you're using one set character. So off rip, bro, hold on. Off rip, you can see that you got, you know, 3 slots in your lineup. You got your sub, which I'm assuming is just somebody that you can sub in and out. And then each character is capable of wearing some type of gear. It also lets you know their combat class, which is some type of number variable. So I'm assuming that's going to be like their level or something like that. So you got gear, which I'm assuming is going to help them, like, I don't know, boost some stats or something like that. Both the sets of the character. And then you got your combat class. I don't know what these are, but you got 2 stars here, which these 2 don't have a star, which for whatever reason, I'm not too sure. But I'm assuming these are rarities right here. You got SR, I think that's IR or 1R, and SSR. I'm not huge on like the gacha games. I'm assuming this is going to be a gacha game just because, I don't know. SSR is typically something that I've seen in gacha. So they're probably got some type of gacha system. Maybe not. But I say this, I just point this out just kind of make me think about, like, I don't know, just generate thought about how you might be obtaining some of these characters and whatnot. So you're entering a stage, so it's not even like you're going against, like, you're kind of walking around. You're entering a stage, it seems like. All right, so here's the big part, right? Okay, match tutorial. This part of the tutorial will show you how to navigate. Okay, so the card deck changes every turn. You can select a card by clicking it, and you can continue or do something with duplicates. I thought you said you can combine duplicates to help. Okay, dope. So click the X button to target an enemy. Enemies' health are viewed here. You have 50 seconds each turn. Okay. So that's a tutorial, I guess. That's basically all you really need to know to, like, combat. Okay, what's that? I don't know what that reset is. All All right, so before we even do all that, I don't know if you guys peep what he just did here. So these right here are where the skills are, right? This is where the player skills, you know, based off the characters that you have. So the skills that you have here will be based off of whatever units you have in your lineup. So you have Flame Fist, which is weird because there's no freaking ace. I'm assuming that's just because that's just like a placeholder just because they, you know, it's just for testing purposes. That's what I'm gonna assume. Because you have Flashing Cut, you have Lightning Stomps, which I'm gonna assume that's Killua, Flame Fist and Flame Pillar, that's clearly ace. So I'm assuming they just have Saitama here just kind of be a play, like just to kind of stand by. And that's not supposed to be there. But here you can see, you know, you got your combined. So, you know, let's say if I had multiple Flame Fist and I wanted to use ace, I'll click 1, 2, and then combine them or whatever like that. And I think that would probably buff the attack. And then obviously you could, like, I guess this is where you're making your turn. What you're doing here is you're putting in like a sequence of all the skills you want to use in that turn. So you can either skip it or you can use 2 extra skills. It might just be the case that they just didn't have these 2 ready or scripted yet. That would make the most sense. I'm not sure what the purpose of skipping is or what's the benefit of that. In addition to that, I can see that the skills have stars on them. I'm not sure if you have like a limited number of stars that you can like use per turn so that you aren't like one-shotting everything in one sequence. But that's what it seems like. You also got a reset button or whatever. So yeah, in addition to that, you can also see that each skill has like some type of typing to them. You have attack, SPD, I'm assuming speed. I'm not sure what Flashing Cut was, but oh, okay, so that's okay, so that, now you got the enemy's turn. But that was basically it, right? So there was just a lot in that video that we kind of saw there, but you gotta get the idea of the fact of it being a JRPG and kind of having this freaking, what's the word? I guess it's kind of like this kind of system that's very unique compared to a lot of games, and some of you guys might even be huge fans of JRPGs. So next up we have here is basically the character screen of like the individual characters, right? So there's multiple things that we can look at here. First off, we have the Awaken. We have something that says Awaken here. Now, I'm not sure exactly what this is. I'm assuming this means like probably some type of like Bankai Awakening or something like that for Ichigo. But I'm assuming it's gonna be like evolving your unit. So, and they have like stars next to it as well. So I guess these stars mean how close you are to awakening. Maybe that's why when we looked at the screen earlier that there was freaking 2 stars on that Ichigo. Maybe that person had 2 stars out of 5. That means they were close to awakening. In addition to that, they had affinity. I'm not sure what affinity would be, but you see the stats on the right side, which is attack, duration, HP, and hacks. Attack and duration is gonna be pretty simple. You know, your attack stat, your defensive stat. HP is gonna be health points. I'm assuming hacks is gonna be like a speed thing. Maybe like, okay, like the higher hacks you have, like the more likely your freaking unit is going to attack before the enemy. So that'll be pretty cool if that's the case. In addition to that, you have passives, which is a lightning chant for Ichigo. I don't know if this is like something that you just have like it's like specific and unique per unit, or if it's just something that you apply yourself. We also have debuffs, which is spiritual presence, which I'm assuming is going to debuff the enemies at some point if you want to activate it. And under that, you have skills. I guess that's going to be where all the skills that you'll get for like that unit, have that unit in your lineup. So if you have this unit in your lineup, you can obtain any 4 of these skills. So we see the whole combat thing, we see the worth, we see that it says like at the bottom under combat class, on the bottom left it says tradable :true. So you know that trading is gonna be in the game, which is pretty cool. I love just when games have trading in them. It creates an economy. I think economies are good for games. And then you have items that you can equip to that. And once again, the SR, we see that SR to SSR is a possibility. So I'm assuming when you awaken this Ichigo, it goes from SR to being like even more rare. Next up, we can see like something with I guess we can just kind of look at basically some of this like Naruto showcase or whatever. Now as far as this Naruto showcase goes, let's see. All right, so this is where you can see that multiple skills are being used. You have a speed. Okay, none of the speeds are being used though. So yeah, you hit them, and then boom, Naruto's turn. Yeah, so it's basically just a matter of like, okay, as long as you equip all the freaking skills in that turn or your phase, you get to attack us, you know, all 3 times. So you can either choose to attack 3 times or you can skip. Now, I feel like even though that's the case, oh snap. Okay, so here you also have stage results. So stage results is going to be something that I'm assuming is just a summary of what you get for defeating, you know, basically the stats of defeating the enemy there. And in the info, you see that there's damage, there's tanked, there's heals, and there's burn. So I'm not sure if burn is going to be something like across the board for everyone. Like maybe burn is like a universal term for like things like bleed damage, poison damage, like chip damage, basically, like damage over time. Or if it's like, oh, like only because like this specific unit got burned, so we're only going to go with burn, right? But you know that there are, you know, stats for damage, how much damage you dealt, how much damage you tanked. I'm wondering if there's going to be like some skills or some characters or units that have the ability to intentionally tank damage for the team. That'll be really cool and strategic. So like that'll add value to other units outside of just like, hey, who can put out the most damage, you know? Because I like it when these things get strategic like that. Like, oh, like, hey, I don't know, it has a taunt skill so that instead of attacking your other units, like it makes units attack them. Obviously there's a heal stat. We know that means there's gonna be some type of support classes in the game. So that'll be something to look forward to for sure. But yeah, so that's actually really cool. I do like the fact that it has like these different aspects to it and concepts. Obviously you're gonna get like reputation, EXP in the game that it showed. I don't know what the reputation is supposed to mean. The reputation is a thing in the game. I'm not sure if that's gonna be like your reputation for like your unit or something like that, or if EXP is like your overall, like as a player, and then reputation goes to like specific units, or what's the deal. But yeah, so that's basically all they've shown so far, but it's definitely a lot of information to kind of look at and speed through, especially when you can get really in depth with a lot of these different things. But that's gonna be all for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I hope you guys did find this informative about this new game called Animeverse. Hope it does you know, pique your interest. I'm gonna leave the Discord link down in the description below and in the comments, so make sure to check that out, join their server. And if you did enjoy this video, hit this video with the like no jutsu. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and turn on the notification bell. With that being said, until next time guys, we are out.